Have you ever thought about why we shake hands? This simple gesture is so ingrained in our daily lives that we often take it for granted. It seems so simple, yet this gesture has a long and fascinating history. The handshake has been a part of human interaction for centuries, transcending cultures and eras. Imagine a time when meeting someone new could be dangerous. In those days, trust was not easily given. You wouldn't know if they were friend or foe. Every encounter was fraught with uncertainty and potential danger. Shaking hands was a way to show you came in peace. It was a gesture of goodwill and a sign that you meant no harm. By extending an open hand, you demonstrated that you weren't hiding a weapon. This simple act was a powerful way to build trust. This simple act helped build trust and paved the way for communication. It was a foundational step in establishing relationships. The handshake has evolved over centuries, but its core purpose remains the same: to establish a connection. It has adapted to different cultures and times. It's a universal symbol of goodwill, signaling friendship, agreement, or the beginning of a new relationship. Across the world, it conveys a message of trust. From ancient rituals to modern business deals, the handshake has played a pivotal role in human interaction. It bridges gaps and brings people together. But how did this gesture become so widespread? What made it such a universal practice? Let's journey back in time to explore the origins of the handshake and uncover its surprising history. Join us as we delve into the past to understand this enduring tradition. The handshake dates back thousands of years, a gesture that has transcended cultures and epochs. Evidence suggests it was practiced in ancient Greece and Rome, where it held significant meaning. In ancient Greece, the handshake was depicted in art, often symbolizing friendship or an agreement. It was a common motif in pottery and sculptures. Sculptures and pottery from the period show people clasping hands, indicating the handshake was a familiar gesture. It was a way to convey trust and mutual respect. For the Romans, the handshake was more than just a greeting. It was a way to check for hidden weapons, ensuring safety. Roman soldiers would grasp each other's forearms, a precursor to the modern handshake. This method was practical and served a clear purpose. This practice, known as dextrarum junctio, ensured neither party had a dagger up their sleeve. It was a clever way to build trust. Over time, this gesture of checking for weapons evolved into a symbol of trust and goodwill. The handshake became a universal sign of peace. During the Middle Ages, knights continued this tradition, adapting it to their own customs. They would shake hands to prove they weren't carrying concealed weapons, a gesture of transparency. This act demonstrated a willingness to meet on peaceful terms, fostering a sense of mutual respect. The handshake, once a precaution, became a powerful symbol of chivalry and honor. It was a mark of integrity and valor. The handshake might seem universal, but it's not the only way people greet each other around the world. Different cultures have developed unique customs for showing respect and building rapport. In Japan, for example, bowing is the traditional greeting. The depth of the bow reflects the level of respect shown. In India, people greet each other with a slight bow and hands pressed together, palms up, in a gesture called namaste. This greeting translates to "I bow to the divine in you." In some cultures, physical contact is less common. A simple nod or wave might suffice. Understanding these cultural differences is crucial for respectful communication. What might be a polite gesture in one culture could be considered rude in another. The science of trust. Why handshakes work? Why has the handshake endured for centuries? The answer might lie in our biology and social evolution. Scientists believe touch triggers the release of oxytocin, a hormone linked to trust and bonding. This hormone plays a crucial role in forming social connections. When we shake hands, our brains release oxytocin, creating a sense of connection and goodwill. This simple gesture can bridge gaps between strangers. Research has shown that handshakes can influence first impressions significantly. A good handshake can set the tone for a positive interaction. A firm handshake is often associated with confidence and trustworthiness, making it a powerful tool in both personal and professional settings. Conversely, a weak handshake can leave a negative impression, signaling a lack of confidence or interest. This subconscious reaction highlights the powerful role touch plays in social interactions. Touch can convey emotions and intentions that words sometimes cannot. Handshakes also activate the reward centers of our brains, releasing dopamine and other feel-good chemicals. This positive reinforcement encourages us to engage in social behavior, fostering a sense of community and belonging. By triggering feelings of trust and reward, handshakes help build strong social bonds, which are crucial for cooperation and mutual support. An essential aspect of human survival and well-being, these bonds form the foundation of our social structures. Shaking things up, handshakes in the modern world. The handshake, like all traditions, continues to evolve. The COVID-19 pandemic led to a decline in handshaking as people sought to reduce the spread of germs. This shift away from physical contact prompted a wave of alternative greetings, from elbow bumps to contactless waves. While some people have returned to handshaking, others remain cautious. This period of change has sparked conversations about hygiene and social etiquette. It remains to be seen what lasting impact the pandemic will have on the handshake. Despite these changes, the handshake retains its power as a symbol of connection. It's a gesture deeply ingrained in our social fabric, representing trust, respect, and the start of something new.